Okay, in the previous class, um, we have calculated the earthwork calculation. Of course, that earthwork calculation that's only one. The total volume we are getting 9.28. That also we have calculated. Cement concrete, that is 1:3:6 for the floor foundation and the sloping of the floors. That is 1 it is there. Then that also we have calculated, that is 1.04 meter cube. Then first class brickwork, the total quantity we have calculated using this diagram as well as this diagram. You can go through in detail these two diagrams. If you have any doubt, you just get back to me. And you can see in this two types of walls at the bottom as well as the top. And this is how we have calculated, that's the slope of the floor with the triangles. So then we'll move on to we have calculated as well as we calculated the precast beam. The precast beam, of course, beam. It is slab, not the beam. Precast cover slab, which is of 2.4 of length, 1.3 of the breadth, and 0.075 of the thickness or the height, what you can call that. They have given 75 centimeter RCC slab, and the baffle walls they have provided to stop the whatever the flow of the wastewater which is moving from left to right or right to left, because the baffle walls will hold the water for some time and make it settle, whatever the destabilized sludge it will be there. Then the baffle wall, if you see in the section, that is 4 centimeter thickness they have given, 30 plus 15 centimeter height they have given, and in the plan if you see, that is 100 that is 1 meter it is there, that you have to calculate it. In the plan they have given it slab. Now we'll move on to the 12 centimeter cement plaster with 1:3 standard water, and they have given whatever the proofing compounds also. If you see that the proofing compounds, if you the long wall method and the short wall method, if you apply it, there are two numbers are there. One is of length of 2 meters. Of course, breadth is not there for the cement plaster, only thickness. If you say, that is 1.7. Here most of the dimensions what we have calculated for the previous cases, it will remains the same. And the short wall, if you see it, there are two numbers are there. That is, the length will be 0.9. It is nothing but 90 centimeters they have given. It is 0.9. And if you see the height, it is 1.7. That means height, if you see, that is a 60 plus 40 is there. Above that again 30 is there. So means it is total 1.7 you will get, including from the RCC structure also. Then total if you calculate it, so you will get it 9.86. See 1.7 whatever it is there, the same thing you can place here, that is 1.7. Total you will get calculated, total quantity you will get it 9.86 meters square. What you can do is that you start calculating using the diagram whichever is given to you, and start to arrive the whatever the values I have calculated, that is 9.86 meters square. Then for 20 mm cement plaster of 1:3 is standard water. So then if you see in the floor, that is only one number it is there, that is a floor. Then the total length, that is 200 centimeter they have given, that is 2 meters. And the height they have mentioned, if you see the plan, that is 90 centimeter they have given, means it is 0.9 meters. Then if you multiply the 2 and 0.9, you will get it 1.8 meter square. Even it is all the calculations are available in the textbook. The textbook name is B.N. Datta. Even if you go the B.N. Datta, the page number 286 of this B.N. Datta, the same example is there. Maybe that's, I will scan it, I will send it. The same calculation is available, but I have simplified it. Even when you are doing in the exam also, you do it this much only, whatever I have showed it. Then iron footsteps of 16 mm dia bar, that's 4 numbers are there. Then you do it for only 4 numbers. Then 100 mm dia SW pipe is there. Then inlet, that you give it only 1 number, you make it as is only 1 number. So then inlet end from latrine to septic tank, that's only 1 number is there, which is of length 3 meters. In the problem itself he has mentioned it. In the problem itself he has mentioned that it is 3 numbers. Then 3 meters, it's of only 1 number. Then if you calculate the outlet end from septic tank to the soak pit, if you see that calculation, it will be 3.3, 3 plus 30 centimeter extra. So then total you will get it 3 plus 3.3 meter, that is 6.3 meters. Then SWT, a T type of pipe of 100 mm dia, then 40 centimeter length, that will be 1 number. Then SW bend, that is 100 mm dia, that is also 1 number. Then 50 mm dia CI ventilating pipe, that is a cast iron ventilating pipe, that is length is 2 meters. Then when you say it is a 2, it is a 2 meter running meter. RM stands for running meter. Then 50 mm dia cast iron pipe, that also they have given in the diagram. If you see the diagram properly, you will come to know what are the details are there. That is also 1 numbers. Always whenever if they ask you to calculate, if they ask you to place the proper price for each of the things, you have to use strictly the PWD SR rates that I already supplied. You can use 2018 and 19 for the calculations. In that they have given separate sheets. For 50 mm, what will be the cost, what will be the GI pipes, what are the CI pipes, what are the details, that you have to do it and have to calculate. But if they ask only, if they ask you to calculate only quantity, just tell that it is a only 1 number. So this is of course the calculations what we did. Go through in detail one more time how we have calculated. It is a simple type of septic tank and the most probable question in your examination. Don't forget to do this calculation. Go in detail and do it. If maybe I will supply the soft copy of this also, this textbook, the B.N. Datta. In that if you see, that is a 286 page number. It is all the detailed calculations are there and no need to go in detail. In that he has did many calculations, but you restrict yourself. Whatever the calculations I have showed it, that much only you do it. See the marks. If he has asked 20 marks for only septic tank, do it in detail. Suppose if he has mentioned for both the things, soak pit and septic tank, so give it for only 10 marks for this and 10 marks for the soak pit. So this is what the calculation of the walls, how we are going to calculate it. For 60 centimeter, which is having 30 centimeter thickness and 30 centimeter height, remaining portion that is of 20 centimeter thickness. Of course, the different class of the bricks they have used it. Whenever you are calculating it, you can use that and go through all these steps, because these steps I have calculated and I have kept for your simplicity. Okay, in the next class maybe we will go with the soak pit. In that soak pit we will calculate, of course, if you see the soak pit, there also you have slab is there, RCC slab, and which is of 7.5 centimeter thickness. Here this calculation, if you see the calculation of the soak pit, in soak pit also the slab is there. Slab is of this is how the soak pit with the liners, and this is a without liners. In this, if you see the diagram, soak pit, that 30 centimeter by the set, that 30 centimeter they have given. Then slab is of 7 point. That the calculation will remain same for this septic tank and this soak pit. And small changes in the height of the soak pit. Even if you see the height, it will be 250 centimeters. Little bit be height will be more than the septic tank. Then the inside, the breadth what you are speaking about, that is 100 centimeters. It's very less. The diameters, whenever you are calculating the diameters, you have to use 5d square by 4. Then you do the calculation. Maybe that calculations will do it. And the soak pit also consists of 1:6 cement mortar for the foundation, and they have used 1:6 cement mortar for the brickwork also. But in case of septic tank, they have used it 1:4, because there we are using first class type of the bricks. Of course, whenever if you are calculating the first class brickwork, the price of the first class brickworks and the price of the second class brickworks, they have made in the PWD SR rate, they have made separate columns, and you have to use it accordingly. Maybe the soak tick we will continue it in the next class.